Okay.
Levels.
Yeah, I guess I'm all right. Meters look good. Noise gate looks good.
All readings nominal.
Good.
Good.
So now
You're not worried about
I'll
that rhythmic banging.
Yeah, what is that? Yeah.
Yeah, what is that?
So now everybody in the household will be out running around doing stuff and setting off.
Yeah. This is when everything starts. Now you've
Right.
lit the fires. Gondor has called for aid. The whole thing.
It's correct. It's going to be so. Listeners, if you hear life going on in the background, well, that's what it does.
It's audio texture.
Texture, yeah, I keep forgetting that word. Yeah, texture. Yeah,
audio texture. Yeah. Yeah. It's not just totally intrusive and very distracting. No.
No, it's just texture.
It's just texture. It's audio texture. Yeah. We gonna go out on that bit, or are we gonna actually do the show?
No. We're gonna do the show.
Okay.
Welcome again to it.
Welcome again.
You're doing it to me again.
I know. It's my job. This is my job. I'm doing my job. You got a problem with me doing my job, baby? Okay.
Welcome again to another episode of Drake and the Maestro, almost relevant and almost capable of speech.
No, never that.
Almost.
We're more like the text-to-speech option for text messages. We'll get close, but you got to go back and rewrite some things.
Yeah, you have to go back and retype and correct some.
Listen, auto predict. You and I both know I wasn't trying to say ducking
or other things. I like how my auto predict does a lot of ethnic stuff that I would never say. It's like, who does it think I am?
I don't know.
I'm
afraid to say.
Right, because it might be relevant.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, with all the things going on, the last thing we need to be is relevant.
Right. So shall we get on with the admonishments then?
Oh, we got admonishments? Am I getting admonished for once, or is it all you?
No, it's me. It's me.
Okay.
As if people may or may not know, or may not have figured out, I'm kind of the producer here because the maestro is on the road in his truck. Not that he couldn't be producing. Yeah,
but I got a full-time job otherwise.
Yeah, why is this on me? Okay,
because you're retired. Don't do anything else.
Hey, I do things. I go to restaurants and complain.
I do stuff.
I unwrap loud cellophane when it's very inappropriate. Come on, I do stuff.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Yes, but important things, well, that's in the eye of the beholder.
It's audio texture.
Yeah, sure. For other people's lives. Yeah, well, that's because that's what I want.
Right,
anyway, what are these admonishments that I'm now being sprung upon?
The podcast went out late, and that's completely my fault because I woke up I lost a day. I woke up on Wednesday and then realized, oh my goodness, it's Wednesday. So
no.
I had to scurry off to the computer and make sure the podcast went out. So,
You scurried? That's hard to believe.
Admonish. Go ahead.
Well, you know what? No, I'm not gonna. Because you did it to me through all my life, and I know how it feels. Just gonna say, I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Okay, Dad. Sorry. And speaking of admonishment, I went to one of our favorite little drive-in drive-in, drive-through, drive-around establishments with the big W, and they have that
not the upside down W, the other W, the actual W.
Yeah, with the girl, the Wendy's place.
Just gonna dance around it and then come right out and say it. Got it.
I am, because not sponsored by Wendy's, just
not with that attitude.
Or maybe with that attitude. Have you seen their
social media? Honestly, their social media, if we were out there roasting other restaurants, they'd be all about it. So
yeah, and even roasting them, they'd be I think they would be about it too.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm about to do a little bit. I go I use the app, right? I did the thing. I used the app, and I did the Maestro thing. I just get what you want, that kind of thing. So I did that, and drove up through the line, just like I said. And this is the one I remember. Don't go inside because you can't, because it's locked during the day. Apparently, they only want
people.
Yeah, right.
Allegedly.
Which is, I think it's bad business for a couple of reasons. First of all, there's no one coming in the restaurant. That's always bad. And there's nobody in the parking lot, so they always look closed, and they're not. If you're going to do that, have a couple employees park their cars right up front so it looks like they're open. in
Yeah.
the main parking lot.
You're bold of you to assume that people working at Wendy's have a car or more than one.
Fair
They
point.
work at Wendy's. If they're married, they probably have a car, and the significant other is most likely using it.
We won't beleaguer that. So I went and did the drive-through pickup order, and of course they make the order when you show up, which is great because it's it's fresh then. And I got no complaints because it was correct. So our former carping and complaining must have gotten somewhere, because lately I've had no issues getting the correct order. And
I ain't been doing no fishing.
Yeah.
So I'm carping, fishing.
Yeah. So I'm
quack, damn you. Hey, the dog did it.
I'm have time to sit and wait and look at the menu board. And I noticed that
what's the menu?
I had to laugh because I noticed that there was a new meal that they have. I don't know if they do it just Wednesdays, but they're cross promoting. What is the Addams Family movie or whatever?
Yeah, and it's the show.
Or is it the girl Wednesday? She's got a show. I don't know.
Wednesday. It's Wednesday Addams.
Wednesday.
The daughter. They got a Wednesday show on Netflix.
Okay, that's it. They must be promoting that because I had to laugh because the menu board changes over to their POP, the product on promotion, and it's Wednesday. Right. And it comes up as meal of misfortune.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. And I started laughing. I'm like, what are you talking about? That's just Wednesday. That's any day.
That's every day.
It's every day. You could have a meal of misfortune anytime.
Well, you too can also have a meal of misfortune at any time if you go to Wendy's.
At least this way, I guess, it's coming ahead of time.
Right, yeah, you know what you're signing up for.
It only looks unfortunate. I think I've had quite a few that are unfortunate.
Is this going somewhere, or was that it?
No, that was it. I was reminded of, you go into the diner and so what do you have, pal? So, well, give me a couple of runny eggs, some undercooked bacon, and a moldy piece of toast. And then a glass of dirty dishwater. We don't serve food like that here, sir. So it's funny you did yesterday.
That's right, you did yesterday. I have a tale of two steaks.
All right, go for it. It was kind of like that. That's all. Just made me laugh because, why is it just Wednesday? And why is there a special promotion? Any day potentially could be a meal of misfortune.
Yes. So I have a standard order I have a standard breakfast order that I order when I go to the restaurant in Clearwater at the Petro. Because
is it a Coolidge sandwich on a Sunday go to meat and bun?
No. It's steak and eggs. Take a pretty good steak and eggs. Got a nice little 8-ounce breakfast steak, and that's why I call it the tale of two steaks. Because I went Saturday morning, got my steak and eggs. It was good. Everything was cooked right. Everything's good. And then we went Sunday. Now I went with another person Sunday morning. And we got the waitress, and the waitress looked really frazzled. She got my drink order wrong. The food came out, and everything was there, except for one of the other driver's orders of bacon didn't come out. Mine did, and his didn't, but I gave him mine, I took his. It's all the same anyway. And I always order my steaks medium rare. First time steak came out, it was medium rare. It was perfect. Second time, the cook must have forgot it on the grill because it came out like a hockey puck. Yay. It was well done. And I was like, oh boy. I ate it anyway because what are you going to do? It wasn't so overcooked. Dilemma. Yeah, it's like it wasn't so overcooked that you couldn't eat it. Like it wasn't like tough, but it was definitely overdone for my taste.
Yeah,
it's like I could be a real jerk. Yeah, I mean, you've ruined the steak, you've ruined the chef's night. It's a whole thing. You order a steak well done, you've ruined the steak and the chef's night. How it works.
And then if you say something or do something, then you always run the risk of trouser food.
Right. It's like, is it really? I mean, it's okay. And I showed the other drivers the two other drivers that were sitting there. I was like, this is well done, right? Like, I'm not crazy. They're like, no, that's well done. It's brown all the way through. It's like, okay, well, it's not terrible, so I'm just gonna eat it because I'm not gonna be that guy that's, my steak's overdone. Make me another one. Ugh. Now, if it was a blackened charcoal husk. Like, yeah, no, I'm not eating that. I'm not eating a charcoal briquette for breakfast.
It also depends when and where you're eating and how much you're paying for it. If you're at a steakhouse and you're paying $20, $30, it's going back. Yeah. You're going to make another one.
Yeah, you're going to make me the steak properly. That's what I came here for. I came here, to a steakhouse to get a good steak, and you're ruining my steak, man.
You're ruining my steak.
You've created a mistake.
Ooh, good one.
And so, yeah, I didn't send it back. I mean, it's just a local diner, that's built into a truck stop. Like, what are you going to do? It wasn't terrible. It wasn't, like I said, it wasn't tough, but it was just kind of funny. It's like I ordered the exact same thing at around the same time, one day apart, 24 hours apart, and I got two very different results.
Well, the one day is before the chef and the waitress broke up, and then the next day is after the breakup.
Well, I think it was also significantly busier at the restaurant on Sunday morning when we were there. When I was there on Saturday, it was busy, but it wasn't as busy as it was on Sunday. Everybody's out of church. They're coming in for breakfast.
Can I rant on that?
What?
The Sunday church brunch stuff.
Sure. I'm watching a Chevy Equinox make circles in a rest area, so knock yourself out.
It's got the one donut spare on it, and that's because then it makes circles just because.
Well, no, because the rest area that I'm at, I'm right next door to where I'm picking up in a few hours, and it's got like truck parking and it's got truck parking and car parking, but they're two separate areas. Like a lot of rest areas are these days. And they came down into the truck parking because the car parking is straight ahead, but then the truck parking is you make a right. So they came down the driveway for the truck parking, came all the way through the truck parking area, pulled up to where the driveway meets itself again because it's a loop, right? You come in one direction, you loop around, you go back out on the same road, the same driveway.
Yeah.
And they then got up to where the two driveways meet again to become one road, and they did a circle. Like they started turning like they were going to turn around, go back around the loop again, realized they had just gone that way, and kept going, and then went down into the car area. I was just watching that happen with mild curiosity, going, I wonder what that's about.
Well, I would say you don't see that every day, but you see it with more regularity than you would really
I was
going to
say, boy, it's real. You may not see it every day, but boy, it's getting real common, and it's starting to get a little old.
Yeah. Well, you're talking about going to the restaurant busy on Sunday, and
yes,
that was, the churches get out, and then the restaurant, it's like taking number time, right? Because
definitely.
Everyone leaving church is going to the restaurant. But I have, and the church that I grew up in, the Brethren, you would have a Mennonite version of the Southern custom of, all day
it's
singing
like a
and
dinner.
All day singing and dinner dinner underground or on the ground. They'd spread out. They had like picnic, supper, and all that. Or you have potluck in the church basement afterwards, stuff like that. You wouldn't be going to a restaurant, partly because you want to observe the Lord's Day. But why are you making the other people work on the day that you're taking as a day of rest, right? To remember the Lord. So I always went back and forth with that. This isn't really a rant. It's just more of a philosophicalizing ponderance.
It's ramblings.
Well, yeah, okay. Ramblings of the old guy.
Old man yells at cloud.
I don't know if people really have the commitment anymore to do the potluck. It certainly is easier going to the restaurant. So I've come down on this. I said, well, if you're going to go to the restaurant, and obviously you're clogging it up, and obviously it's stressful for the staff, as a church person, shall we say, right?
Mm-hmm.
Don't be the witness of the church that's the jerk to the restaurant people.
Also, don't leave the tip don't leave the brochure that looks like you tucked $100 under the plate that then turns into a brochure about your church. Don't do that. You're just a jerk of a different color.
Just maybe leave $100 in the leave the $100.
Well, yeah, I mean, leave a real $100 bill and then maybe a brochure that looks like a brochure. Maybe
not a brochure.
That's fine.
Maybe
don't leave the brochure.
As if I was the pastor, the congregation was doing that in mass, or at least a good portion, I think I would have little thank you cards printed up, and a welcome card, not thank you for serving, and we're grateful, and we would love to have you come visit our church.
Here's 10% off the church gift shop.
Yeah, right. Or the coffee shop. I've seen some of those churches, they have coffee shops and even a gift shop.
Yeah. Here's our merch at 10% off at our merch store.
At the merch, right. Well, online, you'd have like a little QR code on there, 10% off merch, just scan here. Right.
Yeah. Well, I've seen those, the little $100
T-shirts that say, you know, I serve such and such a congregation, and all I got was this lousy T-shirt.
It's only on that business card, and you only leave it for the servers.
Right. The QR code only works once. I would give it away free. I would just here you go.
Yeah, just leave those everywhere. I would leave those at every restaurant I go to.
Specify your size, you know, on that little thing, and it will send it to you.
It takes you to a specific link that takes you to that T-shirt that you could only get to through that link.
Right. Exactly.
And so you can order your T-shirt in your size and yada yada. But yeah, that would be really funny. But I have seen those $100 things, and those always really bothered me. It's like you're getting their hopes up that they're going to get a large tip, and then it's a stupid brochure about your church. It's like, stop! Don't do that. That's mean.
Oh yeah, I'm with you there. That's pretty. Who in their right mind would think that a server would be? Oh yeah, I got stiffed on the tip. Let me go check that place out.
Right.
Oh,
yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah, that religion sure seems like a nice place to be, doesn't it? Yeah. Boy, we're almost getting relevant here. We need to get off this topic.
Okay. I'm just saying, not just any time, but especially on Sunday, and especially if you're with a church group, and those of you
or your family, you know, and you're all coming in from church or whatever.
You're representing. Just represent properly. Don't be nice to the people there. I'm not saying
you should be nice anyway.
My Mennonite elders would say, you know, we don't want, even if they're unbelievers, we don't want them working on the Sunday, you know, but you could at least be respectful.
Yeah. You should be nice to tip your waitresses. You should be nice to your servers at all time.
Yeah. Not all the way over, you know, just
don't tip them over. Just give them good tips.
And I would say, sometimes, like as we have talked about on the podcast more than once, sometimes bad service does happen. And in this particular situation, you know, maybe it's time for a little bit of grace and just let it go.
I do. That's what I do. I don't, you know, I've gotten bad service. I've gotten bad, you know, they get the drink order wrong or whatever. Cause I'm not super particular about it. You know, I just order all my soft drinks without ice. I want as much liquid that isn't a solid in the cup as possible. And if you get it without ice, because ice takes up volume, you get a little bit more. And it also means the server doesn't have to keep coming back to the table refilling my cup because I've downed it because there's so little in there, because they fill the entire thing with ice and then try to put soda on top of it.
Right, well, it just fills the gaps, you know.
Right, it just fills in all the air gaps. So you got this huge cup, but it's full of ice, and it's like a tenth of it's actually liquid.
Right, and it's like one of the highest profit items in the restaurant are the beverages.
Right, yeah, because they'll charge you like $3 for a beverage, and it costs like 10 cents to fill a cup.
Yeah.
The amount of refills you're probably going to get, which is like maybe 2 or 3, maybe 4 if you're particularly thirsty.
Right.
You know, it's going to cost them 40 cents on a $3 drink. Come on.
Well, you know, profit's where it's found.
I suppose. But anyway, you know, you be kind to your waiters and waitresses. You know, be nice to people. You know, just be nice to people.
You know what? Yes, I agree. And my father, the older I get, even though he's gone now, the smarter and more wise he gets, because first of all, we hardly ever went out to eat. That was just rare.
Well, you want entertainment or do you want food? That was right, kind of Grandpa's
food and
thing.
Entertainment. Right. That was his opinion about fast food. And as far as fine dining goes, that was far and few between. And it was because he just saw it as an unnecessary extravagance. And, you know, I mean, he's trying to live within his means.
Yeah, well within his means. And it worked out well for him.
But I saw such things that he would do that at the time, I'm like raising an eyebrow thinking, what are you doing, old man? Because like he'd have really, really bad service. The food wasn't done very well. The waitress or the server was just, you know, short, and he leaves this, you know, personal tip. And he doesn't just leave it on the table. He hands it to her. It was like a $20 bill. Now, $20 tip, we're talking 70s, right? Yeah.
Yeah, back then, well, that's a lot of money.
That's like a Hondo, right?
It's like handing someone a $100 tip now.
And she looked shocked. And she looked absolutely shocked. And this is how my dad would operate. He would say, well, look, it looked obvious to me you're having a really, really interesting, difficult day today. And rather than add to it, I want you to feel like someone appreciates you. And he gets up and leaves. And she's like, they're shocked, just absolutely And I'm thinking, it didn't make sense to me when I was
befuddled even.
Yeah, I mean, because I was full of something in vinegar, as a youngster.
Yeah, you were definitely full of something, all right.
Some would say even as you got on yours, it didn't go away.
Mostly full of it, but that's
Yeah. But then I thinking back on it, it's like that probably had more of an impact than no tip or leaving a penny or whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Spite just doesn't do anything. People just go, oh, yeah, that's about right. That's it becomes a normal. Like if you're having a bad day and somebody does something spiteful to you, it doesn't teach you anything. It's just like, of course that would happen while this is other thing is happening today.
That is
right.
Typical for today.
Typical for today. Right. It doesn't teach them anything. It doesn't learn anything. They don't learn anything, and it just furthers. If anything, it maybe furthers their mood. Their bad mood a little bit. Right. Well, that's how those things happen. Yeah, but compassion, a little bit of compassion and a little bit of generosity, today, because I know that things are tough for people today, and that throwing out $100 tip or $200 tip on bad service seems crazy, but you don't have to go that far. If the check's $20. Give them 10. Give them 50%. That's even more than they would be expecting.
What made it, and not everybody can do this. My father, you knew him. He had a really gentle delivery, and he was genuinely interested in people. And that's kind of I hate to say
it was rare then. It's rare now. It's even rarer now.
But somehow I inherited the antidote to that. So it seemed to flow from him, and from me, it's maybe a little forced.
Yeah, I think I somehow landed in the middle of that. I got some genuine interest. I have times where I don't want to deal with people, but I do like hearing about people, from people, and about people, and like where their life is and stuff like that. And
part of the problem for me is I saw him get rolled over so much and abused so much. I'm not talking about physical abuse. I'm talking just taking
financial
advantage of.
Taking advantage of in general.
Yeah.
And but he offered the way, because like you explained it to me once too, is like sometimes you do that stuff not because you want to help the person, but also because it's just the thing to do. And if the other person does you wrong because you did something good for them, that's on them, not on you. That's a reflection of their character, not yours.
Truly. And I mean, he was a devout Christian man, and he wanted to make sure that he didn't bring shame to himself in the name of God, because he saw himself as God's witness. So, it was just
real relevant, not funny episode so far.
Well, you'll get that.
This is the downer episode of the season, apparently. This is where we get all in our feelings and talk about life. Oh no! What in the world? What happened to you? Are you dying? Are you dying again?
Maybe. Could happen. It's possible.
It's not happening fast enough, if you ask me.
Well, no. Let's just say that recent news items have caused me to reevaluate things just a little bit. How about that?
Okay, yeah, that's fair. I'm not reevaluating nothing.
Nothing. I'm not doing nothing.
I'm not changing a thing. Come for me. I will shuffle off this mortal coil. Anyway,
well, someone's coil's getting shuffled. That's all I got to say.
Hey, You can shuffle my coil anytime. All right.
Hey. Disco Stu is coming for you.
I was thinking more used car salesman, but that works too.
Well, Disco Stu is a used car salesman.
Oh, definitely. Disco Stu.
Come on.
It's got the car for you.
Yeah, it works. It just works.
I prefer Victor from Futurama. There's so many eagles. There's even eagles under the floorboards.
It's a lot of eagles.
And Jet.
Do you want to
for Big Door tonight?
Shall we play a game?
Listen, War Games, Mr. Speak and Spell. We're playing games?
Yeah. All right. So this one's called Presidential Pet or Presidential Pet Name.
Oh, I don't know if I like pet name. Can we go with nickname? I like Presidential Pet or Presidential Nickname.
We can name it whatever we want. It's our own game.
I understand what you're going for, but it just feels weird, and I don't like it.
Okay.
I'm feeling things that are all together. I'm feeling things that are strange and new and confusing.
And we can expand that, so it could be a code name, like the Secret Service code name that they have for the president. or something.
It's like nickname is more like it could be the spousal nickname or the Secret
Right.
Service code name.
Right. Exactly.
Like I think Barack Obama was. I don't even remember what his was. It's like Cobra or something.
Well, let's get into the game and find out, shall we?
Let's play the game. The only way to win is not to play.
Yes, you figured it out. You've cracked the code.
I just thought, you started with the War Games references. I just figured I'd go on further.
Yes, you closed the circle. That's great.
Yes, I've shorted the circuit even.
All right. Our first one. I got to find my notes. Oh
no. Vamp, quick. Vamp, somebody vamp. Oh, there's only two of us. And I'm not good at vamping. Oh, no. Existential crisis. Here I come. Oh, okay.
All right. The first one is Sweet Lips.
It's Sweet Lips.
Sweet Lips.
That's got to be Nancy Reagan. Our first, I guess I should clarify, our spouses in the running for this.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, that's Nancy Reagan. I don't know why. It's either Nancy Reagan or what's her name? Jackie Kennedy.
It's an American foxhound that belonged to George Washington.
Okay, then.
The other
George Washington, you randy dog, you.
The other two foxhounds that he had were named Scentwell and Vulcan.
Now, Vulcan is cool.
Yeah.
Vulcan, for an American founding father, Vulcan is a really cool name for a dog.
Right. So we know who made first contact now, don't we?
Yes. Yes. They saw those wooden teeth from space and just couldn't resist.
All right. You ready for the next one?
Yeah, sure. Hit me.
Drunkard.
Well, Benjamin Franklin wasn't a president. JFK.
Well, I threw a curve at you. It's also George Washington. It's one of his coonhounds.
Listen, you can't just be, the whole game can't just be George Washington's many pets.
He had a lot of them. His other coonhounds
I would assume so. It was the 1700s.
Taster, Tippler, and Tipsy were his coonhounds.
How about we stick to presidents within our lifetime, or within a few years of our lifetime? You go back to
you don't have to guess the president. You just have to guess: is it the name of a pet? Is it the name of a person? Or is it a code name?
Okay, all right.
Okay, I mean, guessing the actual president. That would be setting the bar way too high. None of us would pass. Okay.
You never know. I might surprise you. I got some useless knowledge locked in there somewhere.
How about Apollo?
Oh, that's a pet. I think I might know. I think that was Carter's dog.
Close. It's a pony owned by Zachary Taylor.
Oh, so it was a pet. So I was half right.
Yeah, you're right. No, you're all the way right. No, you're all the way right because you don't have to guess the president.
No, I know. I'm just going for bonus points.
Right.
Okay, next, old man voice.
I'm sorry.
Good grief! You really got to clear the pipes, didn't you?
Yeah, it's bad. It's really bad. I haven't recovered from the gingivitis yet.
That's what's doing it. Okay, yeah, sure.
Well, and then I was just outside helping my neighbor with a soldering iron and.
Soldering iron and a Somali pirate were involved.
Deacon.
That's a president.
Okay, you're right. It is a president, and that was Jimmy Carter.
See, I almost said Carter. Stop guessing the presidents because I was like, I don't know. I've been 2 for 2 on wrong. So.
Okay. Eagle. Since you brought that up.
Oh, that's president. I don't remember which one, but I know that was a president. It was a recent one too.
Bill Clinton.
Yeah.
Okay. How about? By the way. If you had said James Buchanan had an eagle named Eagle. So either president or pet would be correct.
My opinion of James Buchanan just came up in the world. Because that's a man after my own heart. He named his eagle.
Yeah. The eagle was named Eagle.
I'd have gone so far as to try to get that eagle an honorary degree from a law university so he could be a legal eagle named Eagle. But that's because I'm a sick man.
Yes, and that's why you're on a podcast because,
Yeah, well, no, because there's nowhere else for me to be with this brain.
Behind the wheel of a 18-wheeler,
Oh, that's because all the madness is locked inside. So, it doesn't get out into the world.
And remember, part of this, it could be a spouse name, too, like a nickname or a nickname that for a spouse, right?
Yeah, the first lady it's the first lady. Right. We haven't had a woman president, so it's the first lady still. When we have a female president and their husband is there, then we'll have a first spouse.
Hey, the way things are going, that could still be a first lady. You don't know.
You don't know.
How about
moving on? Duke gets. You know what? I'm going to chance it and say president.
You're close, but it's a.
Well, yeah, I'm close because it's either the president or a pet. So either way, I'm close.
It's the pet. It's Buchanan.
Oh, Buchanan.
His
Was it a
eagle
hound
named
dog
Eagle.
named Buke?
Yeah, it was.
All right. Yeah. No, James Buchanan just became my new favorite president.
Well, I don't know.
Got an
You
eagle
might
named Eagle and a hound dog named Duke. He's 2 for 2 on pet names so far.
We got Abraham Lincoln. He had a horse named Horse and a rabbit named Rabbit.
See, well, we already liked Lincoln, so that's
and a pig named Pig.
And a boy named Sue.
And an old horse and named Old Bob.
This is Old Bob. Where's Young Bob? We don't talk about Young Bob.
All right. I'll give you a quirky, and we'll take a break here for a minute. I'll give you a quirky anecdote about Andrew Johnson.
Not Andrew Jackson, Andrew Johnson.
No, Johnson. Johnson. He preceded U.S. Grant.
Okay.
Briefly, because he was the president.
He was a real Civil War buff.
He was. He didn't have a pet. However, he fed white mice he found in his bedroom.
Sure. That sounds like a real Andrew Johnson thing to do.
Yeah. Doggone it. My notes are exploding. My tablet here doesn't even want to play this game anymore.
I like this game. I'm having fun.
All right. How about Renegade?
President. I think that was Reagan.
That's Obama.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I was right, though. I was president.
You were right. Yeah. Timberwolf. Somebody. Maybe they had a Timberwolf named Timberwolf.
No. I think that's a pet, though.
Buchanan. He didn't go far enough. He could have got the trifecta if he'd had a Timberwolf named Timberwolf.
I could have. That was his call sign?
That was George H.W. Bush's call sign.
Oh, I was wrong on that one. I said pet.
Yeah, Timberwolf. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, because he's tall and lanky.
If you don't get this one, mogul.
Oh, it's Trump. I mean, it's the president.
It's Trump. Yeah. Uh-huh.
That's low hanging fruit.
I thought I'd give you one like that, just for
give me a layup. Just give me a layup to insult my intelligence. And
That's right.
No, you think he was doing it. You see, audience, you thought he was doing it to make me feel better, but you're wrong.
How about Coquette?
Get
a pet, code name, or nickname? Coquette.
It's a nickname.
Okay. It is the name of a horse from Chester A. Arthur. A lot of horses at the White House.
Chester A. Arthur fall down.
I have to go ask him while he's in the what do they call it on Futurama? Yeah, the head museum. Yeah.
Oh, Chester A. Arthur fall down. That's why I said it, because it was the first thing. It's the only thing I know about Chester A. Arthur.
Mr. Reciprocity.
Mr. What did you call me? I feel like you're insulting me.
So is it a pet, a presidential nickname, or a code name?
That's a code name if I've ever heard one.
It's a pet. Benjamin Harrison. Benjamin Harrison had 2 opossums, one named Mr. Reciprocity and the other one named Mr. Protection. Named for the 1896.
So you could just have anything. Apparently, you could just have anything as a pet if you're president.
Well, you'll like Benjamin Harrison because he had 2 alligators as well.
So he had 2 possums and 2 alligators. Were the alligators mow and invest?
I don't know. It doesn't record.
Mow-gator and investigator?
Yeah, probably. You know what? Might as well. We're just going to say that's what he had. He also had a goat called Whiskers and a collie named Dash.
The collie named Dash makes sense. They're fast. They run.
Yeah.
They go zoom zoom.
Yeah. Algonquin.
It's a pet. It's another horse, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It's a calico pony owned by Theodore Roosevelt.
Oh. Teddy Roosevelt.
He had guinea pigs named Admiral Dewey, Bishop Dewan, Dr. Johnson, and Father O'Grady, and Fighting Bob Evans.
That's a lot of guinea pigs. Also seems like those are people he knew that he decided to name guinea pigs after.
All right. How about Bill?
Just Bill. Just Bill. That's a pet.
It is. Teddy Roosevelt's lizard.
Teddy Roosevelt had a lizard named Bill.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently.
He did. Some people called him Bill the Lizard.
Bill the Lizard.
Fidelity.
It's another pet. It's another horse, isn't it?
It is a pony. Yeah.
I'm starting to pick out the horse names. I don't know why.
Oh, a lot of horses,
horse. There's a lot of horsing around that goes on at the White House. So, ask Bill Clinton. A lot of horsing around.
Some of these pet names make me laugh, though. One also, Calvin Coolidge had a wallaby named Wallaby.
I'm starting to like some of these presidents more than I thought I would.
It's by their pets, right?
Yeah, it's just anybody that would name a wallaby, have a wallaby as a pet, B, name it wallaby is really funny.
I think some of these presidents,
sense of humor.
They get these dignitaries, here's a wallaby.
Yeah, that's definitely what that was.
Right. Right.
That's definitely that's why you don't see a lot of the weird pets. Well, I mean, other than the guy that had 2 alligators and 2 opossums, like those are native to America. He didn't get those from dignitaries. He just had possums and alligators as pets.
Right. Yeah. I'm just going to read some of these names. This is all Coolidge, right?
Calvin Coolidge?
Yes, Calvin Coolidge. He's got all these animals. Bruno, a black bear, right? Whole bunch of 13 Pekin duck. Those
How
like
would
white
you have
ducks
liked
like
to have
ours.
been the White House staffer that's in charge of feeding Bruno the black bear?
Well, I think he went through a lot of staffers.
Well, probably.
Well,
just just had that thought of like, how would you like to? It's your turn to feed Bruno. I fed him last week.
I don't know. This so and so here says he wants to be one of your staffers. Well, let's see if he works out. Okay, you got to go
see
feed
if Bruno
Bruno.
likes him.
Hey,
see Bruno the black bear and 16 Pekin ducks. What else?
A bobcat named Smokey.
That's an appropriate name for a bobcat. Okay.
Yeah, a goose named Enoch.
One goose.
One goose, and that goose
probably kept cobra chicken.
That goose probably kept the entire bunch in line,
or at least all the ducks.
Between the goose and the collie, he had a collie named Bessie, an English setter, King Cole, a Belgian sheepdog, Tiny Tim and Blackberry. There were chow chows.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, man. I can't go through that. I mean, it's a whole other podcast just going through this guy's pet.
And they do had a lot of pets. That guy had a petting zoo in the White House, apparently.
Yeah, Billy, a pygmy hippopotamus. The full name was William Johnson Hippopotamus.
That wasn't a dig at somebody else.
Yeah. All right. Let's see.
All right, Calvin Coolidge. I see what you're doing.
Celtic.
That's a call sign. I bet you that's JFK.
Joe Biden.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I could see the Secret Service giving JFK Celtic as a call sign because he was Irish.
Maybe his dance style.
Joe Biden in the White House doing a lot of river dance is what you're saying.
Well, it looked like river dance. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, we're getting relevant again. Move on.
Clipper.
Striker. Nickname.
Ooh. German Shepherd owned by JFK.
I'm just learning. I don't know. I don't know.
You have to give me a minute to flip the note pages. Like I said,
sure.
The tablet doesn't want to play.
Would you like to play a game?
I would not like to play a game. That's what the tablet's doing. That little rebellious bastard did.
It's always been a troublemaker.
Well, you get it from China.
You should see what it tells the other devices. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's trying to convince your Red Van to mutiny. That's the whole thing.
The tablet and HAL are already in cahoots. It's corrupted the Bluetooth controller from my AUX lights. It just the AUX lights have decided to.
Well, the AUX lights are in revolt. They've decided you haven't burned enough retinas recently and are trying to remedy that.
They just turn themselves on. The other day, they come out to a dead batteries because the van's got multiple batteries, and it's drained them all flat because it turned the AUX lights on in the middle of the night.
The van got lonely and scared, so the lights turned themselves on to help the van sleep.
Right. How about
no? Sorry, Dr. Evil came out.
We'll continue the game, but Iron Butt. Iron Butt.
Oh, that's either a code name or a nickname for what's his name that that had the polio that ended up in a wheelchair.
I am not a crook.
That's Nixon.
All right, and that was his nickname, Iron Butt. Well, one of them. Yeah.
Yeah, along with you are actually a crook.
Let me be clear about one thing. I am responsible, but I am not to blame. People that are responsible keep their jobs. People that are to blame do not.
Thanks, Nixon. Thanks for trying to rules lawyer your way out of a crime. Maybe so.
Okay.
But the average American voter is just as dumb and something as ever.
Careful. I feel a jowl movement coming on.
Anyway, next.
Professor.
That's a dog. That's a dog.
That's Woodrow Wilson.
I stand by my statement. That's a dog.
Okay. It could be. There could be a crossover. I just didn't seem to find a dog that named Professor.
No, I'm just calling Woodrow Wilson a dog.
Gar. Not Garth. Gar.
Just Gar. Just Gar. It's a type of fish.
It is a type of fish.
Is it a gar named Gar? Is it a pet?
That would be really nice and on the nose, but no, it's James Garfield. Gar.
That's still pretty on the nose. I mean, they just took the first 3 letters of his name and said, that's good enough.
Which I'll bet you he prefers more than his other one, which was Plowboy.
Is that how he got a Plowboy sandwich? Is that what those are?
That's a poor boy.
Oh, it's the po' boy. But anyway.
All right. Grand wrestler.
That's Teddy Roosevelt.
Abraham Lincoln.
He was also a wrestler. Yes. There were a lot of wrestlers in the White House. Teddy Roosevelt. Listen, Teddy. Okay, this is a fun fact about Teddy Roosevelt. He used to take staffers and political people. Like if you went to see Teddy Roosevelt, there was a greater than 70% chance he was going to take you to the boxing ring in the basement and box you before talking to you. It was like you had to if you wanted to talk to Teddy Roosevelt, you had to weigh whether or not you wanted to get punched in the head that day.
Gives you a whole new appreciation for the press that survived the press room.
Right. That's because he's like, I gotta go talk to Teddy. He's the guy putting on a helmet like this.
Hey, the newspapers are running ads to hire wrestlers as White House news correspondents because looking for a grappler who can write,
Yeah, or a boxer who can write. Yeah, because Teddy was his state bare knuckle boxing champion for his college.
Yeah, and there was an interesting story about him. He was off to give a political speech, and as he's getting ready to ascend to the platform, someone steps out and shoots him point blank in the chest with a pistol.
It was a low caliber pistol, yeah.
And it caught his glasses and the speech all balled up in his vest.
And his Bible. He had a little pocket Bible.
Yeah. And he brushes it off, gets up to make his speech, and the first thing he does is he verbally opens up on the guy that tried to assassinate him.
How dare you, sir? That's great. Well, Teddy Roosevelt was a unique man that will most likely never see his like again.
Yeah, I mean, he appropriately ran on the Bull Moose Party because Republican or Democrat wasn't enough. That was a bull moose.
He was a unique human being.
How about we got to wind this down? How about Liberty?
Dog, horse,
golden retriever, Gerald Ford.
I said dog. Dog was an immediate response. Then I was like, maybe it's a horse. I took a chance.
Yeah, you were pretty good. How about elephant?
Code name. Unless someone had an elephant named Elephant.
Jimmy Carter had an elephant named Elephant for his daughter.
Are you kidding me?
No.
Dang you, Jimmy Carter.
So you're talking about Jimmy Carter earlier, and I think we'll round it out with Jimmy Carter. He had, because you're talking about Grits, his border collie, right?
Yeah.
And then he had an Afghan hound named Lewis Brown. Lewis Brown, the Afghan hound. That's right. That sounds right.
Yeah, that dog plays jazz bass somewhere, or played it.
Misty Malarkey Yin Yang, Siamese cat.
I thought you sneezed.
I did, but I covered it well.
That's what, clearly.
And then his elephant named Elephant.
He named that cat by throwing a pot down the stairs. Like
you know that's one his daughter named.
Yeah, most likely. When she was like 7.
Yeah. So that brings us to the most recent presidents, which I think we'll all remember them and leave it at that.
Or we hope to forget.
And on that disappointment, it's time to end.
Oh.
Thank you for tuning in.
Thankfully.
Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for the admonishments, as always.
Yes,
thank you to everybody in all 18 countries are listening to us. It's always amazing to see that. I don't know why you're here, except for you guys in the CIA listening post. I know why you're here. Thanks to our military guys.
Yes.
And I guess women too, but the demographics say mostly men.
Yeah, I was going to say the demographics say mostly men. So either you're lying or you have something to admit to your chain of command.
Yeah, because we don't have I can't keep up with what the policies are. That's okay because I don't have to.
Yeah, it's not your job. So don't worry about it.
If you need to contact us, you can contact us at DrakeAndMaestro at Outlook.com. That's DrakeAndMaestro at Outlook.com. Or of course, always leave comments in the venue of your choice here.
I've been permanently locked out of the Twitter, so the Twitter is dead.
So sad.
It's no great loss. Let's be real.
Maybe you shouldn't have spoken bad, and never mind.
I will speak how I want. That such is my First Amendment right.
Tune in next time when the Maestro says,
"I got nothing. I genuinely had something, and then it was gone. I swear I had something for this."
You know what that
I was like, it's gone. Yep. Brain just stopped. Yep.
You went full Mitch McConnell.
Yeah.
Just suddenly I went into airplane mode, and I don't know why.
Yeah. At least I didn't go full Howard Dean and just go. Oh, and
all that disappointment. we must say adios.
Adios.
Adios. Adios, muchachos, caballeros. When you get out of here.
Boy, that was a mess.
Wow, more of a mess. It's more of a masterpiece. Yeah.
Sure. Even your puns can't save you this time, Batman.
You'll love it. It's a most prodigious accomplishment. It's putrid.
You want to fumble your way through that again, or you just want to give up while you're ahead?
I'm just gonna go with it. And this is the tail. This is the tail anyway. I mean,
Yeah. Yes. It's cold.
Yeah, it's quite soon.
Yes. Fortunes of war. Ruined a good K. Woody there.
Yeah. Fortunes of war. Shall we surrender?
Anytime, actually.